Okay, today we're going to look at the basics on how you create a activity assignment in Google Classroom and what that would look like to your students. So once again, I'm logged into my school Google account. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open up Google Classroom just like we've done on several other occasions. I've only got one class created. It has one student enrolled. I click here. I can come over here to People. I can see that student's name. I come back to kind of the landing page, and we see here, if I go upcoming events, nothing's done. Have not assigned anything yet. So I'm going to go here to classwork, and we're going to create an assignment. Okay? Use topics, whatever. First thing I'm going to do is hit the plus sign. I have a choice. I can create an assignment, do a quiz assignment, question, material, reuse a previous post, possibly topic. So what I'm going to do for this first example is I am going to create a question. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, what day of the week is your favorite? Just going to put fave. Okay. And I'm going to put some instruction. Okay. Reflect and respond. Now, we have a choice. We could do short answer. This question worked out this way. We could use multiple choice, but this is a short answer type question. We're going to assign it to class because that's the only class we have. If we had multiple classes, we would click this drop down and select the class or classes that we want to assign it to. If we had more than one student, we could select what students we wanted to assign it to. If we wanted to only send it to a particular group instead of the whole class. In this area here, we can assign points, or we can say it's ungraded. I think we'll just leave it at 100 points. So then we can put a due date. We can put, let's see, we'll put tomorrow, let's go into April, and we'll go April 2nd. We can put a time, not really worried about that, so it's due on April 2nd. Now here's a checkbox. Can students reply to each other? Can students edit the answer after they've submitted it? So let's go ahead and uncheck both of those. And it looks like now we're ready. We could, if we wanted, we could add something. We could go to our Google Drive. We could link a file. We could have a YouTube video. We could maybe have a YouTube video that they watch first, talking about the different days of the week. We could also create a new document, a new slide or something to go along with this little activity that we're assigning. But for this case, all we're going to do is ask this question. So I've gone ahead and done that. Now if we look at classwork, we see here, what day of the week is your favorite? It's due on April 2nd. All right, let's go ahead and add one more assignment. Once again, we're going to click Create. This time I'm going to call it an assignment. Okay, and I'm going to call this assignment number 1. Okay, optional for instructions. At this point, I'm not going to do it. Same information comes over here. Who do we want to assign it to? What do we want to make it worth as far as points? In this case, I'm going to make it worth 50 points. Okay, this case, I'm not going to put a due date. I'm not going to have a topic. You could create a topic, and you could create a rubric and that type of thing. In this case, though, I've already created the assignment earlier using Google Docs. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and I'm going to go here, and here's some documents that I have created recently. Okay, we'll call this is test assignment 1. Right there is the assignment, and I'm going to add it. Okay, so this assignment right here is ready. Now the students can view it, the students can edit it, or you would want to make a copy for each student. What I recommend is that you make a copy for each student. If you just say student can view the file, all they'll be able to do is look at the questions. If you say students can edit the file, meaning if you have a class of 40 students, every time one of those 40 students changes that file, it will affect everybody else's file, the file that everybody else is using. If you say make a copy, that will make a copy that that student will be able to edit and submit back to you. So I'm going to say make a copy for each student. I suggest that you're probably going to want to do this in most cases. Okay? I'm ready and I'm going to assign it. All right, I'm going to come back here to grades just for fun now. And I can see that we've got assignment 1 and we've got this other assignment. What day of the week is your favorite? Right now, this is worth 50 points. This is worth 100 points. But this person has not done anything with it yet. Okay? Has not done anything to it yet. So let's see what let's go back to the stream page. Let's go to view all now. And we can see these assignments. 0 have been turned in. We've assigned it. So let's go back here to our class. Now let's see what the student sees. I'm going to change and I'm going to go over to a student. I'm going to go into classroom. I'm going to select this class right here. This student has the option to join this class. They have not yet, but they are presently enrolled in this class. Okay? And right here under upcoming events, it says Thursday. It's due on Thursday. If I click on it, it takes me to that assignment. If I hit the back arrow, it takes me back to that landing page. If I come over here to classwork, all right, I've got 2 assignments. One with no due date, one with a due date of April 2nd. So let's go ahead and let's do the assignments due on April 2nd. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click View Question. Okay, I can send a comment here which would go to all the students in the class. We probably want to make sure that's turned off. I could also click a comment here which I believe would go back to the teacher. All right, but up in this area right here is where we're going to type our response, our answer. Well, Friday is my favorite day. That's what I'm going to put. And I am now ready to turn that assignment in. Okay? I won't be able to make any changes after I've submitted my answer. I'm going to go ahead and say turn in. Okay? Let me go back to my class. Let me go back to classwork. Look at this reflect and respond question, what day of the week has been turned in. If I click here, okay, that's just copy link. I could view the question again, but it's already turned in, so that's really all I can do with it. Let's go back to classwork again. And let's go down to this assignment 1. All right, view the assignment. All right, here's my work right here. It's assigned to me. I could create a new document. I could hit create. I could make a new document, but that's not necessary in this case. Okay, I'm just going to click on it. That document opens up. This is just an assignment. It says, who is the first president of the United States? Because I made this make a copy for every student file, that student can now go ahead in this document and type Washington, if they know the answer. Okay? They could come down here. Oops, well, that's okay. And they could type in Trump. All right? So we're done with that. They're ready. They've finished their work. They could come up here. They could click Turn In. Okay? One attachment will be submitted for the assignment 1. It's this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it in. At this point, I could unsubmit that assignment. I'm the student. I could unsubmit it if I decided maybe I had done something wrong or I wanted to rework it, because until the teacher accepts it, they can unsubmit it. Let's go back now and see. Well, let's go here first real quick. Let's look at our classwork. Okay. No due date. Looks like everything's been done. I'm going to click on this one again. I've turned it in. I'm going to click on this one again. I've turned it in. So let's see what the teacher will see. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go here. Okay. I'm going to go to classwork. I'm going to look at this. This is the assignment. Turned in 1 right there. Turned in 1 right there. Okay. Grades. Grades. Now, let's go back here to classwork. Let's go to this one right there. Oops. And click turned in. All right. So, okay, here we go. What we're going to do is we've looked at this. This student has done their work. They've turned it in. They've responded with Friday. So we want to check their name off. Okay. We want to give them their grade. It was a possible 100 points. So I'm going to give them 100 because they did what they were asked to do. I'm going to hit enter. Okay. And now that's just a draft. I'm going to, let's see what this says. Okay. I can return their work, or I can go here. If I'm going to do the whole class at one time, I'm going to return their work. I can put in a comment to that student saying, hey, they did a great job. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to click return. Now, let's go back to the student. Okay. This one right here. Okay. It's been graded. And they got 100 out of 100. So they'll be happy. Let's go back to teacher again. Let's go here. Let's go back to classwork. Let's look at assignment 1. Okay. 1 turned in. I'm going to click there. I'm going to look at that. This is their assignment. This one isn't quite as easy. I have to open it up. I'm going to look at this, and it says here that they put who was the first president of the United States, Washington. Who is the president of the United States at the present time? Trump. So it looks like they've done a good job. It's been turned in. I can go right here and I can return it to them. And I can also put in the grade here. I'm going to go ahead and give them a grade of 50. Okay. Hit enter. And I'm going to return their assignment. I'm going to click return. Okay. I'm going to go back to class. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to look at grades. I'm looking at that student now. That student got a 50 out of 50 on the first assignment, got 100 out of 100 on the second assignment. So it looks pretty good. Let's go back. Let's look at what the student would see. I'm going to go in here to classwork, and this assignment's been graded. And this assignment's been graded. I'm going to open it up. The student sees it. I think they're good to go. I'm going to go back to the teacher. And I'm done for today. So I can close my classroom and go on and do other things, or I could create additional assignments. This has just been a basic overview of how to create a couple of assignments. The more you use it, the easier it's going to get, and you're going to become proficient, way more proficient than I am. Good luck, and thank you for listening.